Hi guys, I just uploaded my green water marble for depression awareness, and I've got such a really positive reaction from it that I thought I would record just a little vlog to talk about it a little further. And it's not always, it hasn't been and it still isn't something that I'm real comfortable talking about. But at this point, I'm kind of reaching so many people, I figure if I can help even one person, then I can tough it out and, talk for 5 minutes or less on the things that help me. Because, I have dealt with depression for quite a long time, and sometimes I feel like I'm, better, and sometimes I feel like I'm maybe worse, but I deal with it better. And how you deal with it is really up to you. I deal with so many doctors for my asthma and stuff on a really physical level that I've never wanted to, deal with doctors on an emotional or a mental level. I've never wanted to be medicated for my depression, and so I found my own kind of coping mechanisms, some of them healthy and some of them not so much. But, that's kind of a personal decision, and if you can just make that decision that you do need help, whether that's professional help, whether that's medication, whether that's just somebody to talk to, or whether that's just taking it into your own hands and educating yourself and finding your own methods that work for you, just recognizing that it's a problem and that something can be done about it is a step in the right direction. And for me, it's kind of really all about distracting myself from those negative feelings. I can be, very bipolar. I can really get set off by small things and have big mood swings. So one of the things that I do is I have learned a few things that help me to cope. And that's one of the reasons that my blog is My Simple Little Pleasures, because it's those simple little pleasures that you can go to no matter what. I mean, if I'm having a crappy day, I have awesome nails, no matter what. And this is, by the way, one of the most awesome polishes. This is OPI's Zombody to Love. It comes in this little tiny bottle here, and it glows in the dark. And I would show you guys on camera, but it doesn't record very well, but I was able to get some good pictures. And I'll insert one here. But, just that little distraction, just to be able to look down at my nails and have something to smile about, can keep me from dwelling on, I'm so sad, or I'm so angry, or I'm so feeling low. And other things. I'm sure, I can admit that I use food as an unhealthy crutch sometimes, and I've had other unhealthy habits that I am glad to say that I have mostly broken myself of. That I'm maybe still not entirely comfortable talking about. I'm sure those of you that are depressed can make an educated guess. Probably have your own unhealthy coping mechanisms, and, even just realizing that they're unhealthy is a starting point. That might not be the point that you are able to stop yourself or to redirect yourself, but just that realization that just because it's helping doesn't make it a good thing is a step in the right direction. So, yeah, I don't know that I have anything else to say about it right now, but, I do feel like it's my obligation almost to just, it's not like I'm educating people, it's not like I'm a professional or have spoken with or worked with a professional, but just to get it out there, just to get the discussion started, just to put the thought in your head. If I can do that for one person, which I seem to have already done with the water marble, I feel like that's a step in the right direction, and it makes me feel better that I'm able to help a few people. A lot of times I try to laugh off, for example, the negative comments that I get, and it's not always so easy. Sometimes some of them are really hurtful, and it would be so easy to let that, crush my spirit or bring me down. But when I see the comments from people who say that I've made their day, or that they really appreciate it, things like that, it makes me feel good. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate that you appreciate me. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble. And if I've helped any of you, I guess this would also be a good time to say you're welcome, and I was glad for that opportunity.